Hi, I'm Shannon Cyr, and I am the relationship coach for men. I'm glad you're here. So, my client Michael, he and his wife had recently decided to do a trial separation, and he had moved out of the house and leased a place not too far away. He's been spending, the last several months kind of living between his new place and his marital home. So he goes back and forth, to spending time with the kids, having dinner, helping with homework, managing the household, talking logistics, things like that. And then he goes home, right, to his new place. And he really feels like, neither place really feels good or truly like home, but he still doesn't know what to do. He isn't really engaged in the relationship, but he's not truly making a life on his own either in his new space. So Michael told me that, he had thought that moving forward and getting the new place would really give him the space that he needs to be able to find that clarity so he could move forward with his life. He saw the separation, as a kind of trial divorce in a way. But when we were talking the other day, he said, I just feel like there's something keeping me stuck. Why can't I just let go? Why can't I move on? Why can't I choose? And he's right. There is something keeping him stuck. Having the new place isn't enough for him really to be able to make his decision. He's not fully committed to living in the new space and making it a home and really finding out how it feels to be truly on his own. It's like he has one foot in the marriage and then one foot out in this new place, right? So he hasn't tried to go all in and see if he can make the marriage feel better and create some change. And he's not really tried to go all in and make the new place a home where he can be by himself and really come to terms with choosing to no longer be married. So he stays stuck in indecision because he's not totally lined up with one decision or the other. He's so focused on the end result, he can't see what's 10 feet in front of him. Essentially, he's changed the way the space around the marriage is set up, but he's taken the problems with him. So until he can really line up with one choice or the other, he'll continue to feel stuck. Maybe that sounds like you. Maybe it sounds familiar. So when we really get stuck, it is when we decide that we really want to know what the end result is going to look like. We want to be able to see what it's going to be like when we get there, except we can't. So let's say that I'm going to take a road trip from Dallas to Arizona. And I'm going to head out for my 15-hour road trip. I'm going to drive straight through. So when I leave at 6 p.m., it's going to be dark for probably a good 12 hours of my drive. And I'm only going to really be able to see what's about 10 feet in front of me with the headlights on, right? So I can't really see much past that point, but I know I'm still going to get there. I may only know what that next 10 feet looks like, but that's okay. I'm going to keep going in that direction to make it to my destination. It's really the same with our relationship. We may want to know exactly what a year from now looks like, but we can't. We may want to know what our life looks like if we move out, but we can't. Maybe we want to know exactly what our life looks like if we really lean into the marriage and try to create some change, but we can't. We can't be in both places at once, so we stay stuck. You have to be willing to leave that idea behind. We have to be willing to know that we can't see a year down the road and really start focusing on what is 10 feet in front of us instead. You have to start working on what you can see so you don't continue to stay in the same place. You can take it 10 feet at a time and you can make it to a happier place and a happier life. You just have to start taking the steps. So if you're ready to start taking those steps, I invite you to schedule a complimentary exploratory session with me, and we'll help you get started. All my best.